What's up guys, we got a trade recap for you. So this is how I lost my trade yesterday and what I could have done better. So starting off, we had a odd bank holiday and GBP bank holiday, so there's going to be less liquidity. And then so I actually took my trade on US yen, and yeah, so I'll explain what my thought process was. So trading with TGL's new strategy, his old strategy, and it's a new strategy for me, where you mark out New York highs and lows and Asia highs and lows. So, and then we just waited for a sweep of these lows, which we got. And then GJ, I was waiting for a sweep of these highs, but this red candle is when I stopped trading. So as you can see, we sweep them and then we break structure to the downside and we'll be deep in profit. But yeah, I stopped trading and we were pushing up a little bit, but we started chopping around. And yeah, same thing here, we nearly pushed up, but here we actually got a sweep of the lows really early. And then all I waited for was a 5-minute break in structure. Now what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to keep practicing this strategy, because we then just swept lower and then broke structure again right here, and then stopped below the low, took out all my take profits, and yeah, that would have been a great trade. But obviously I didn't want to take the same exact trade after I just lost it. But yeah, I probably could have. But what I'm just thinking right now is, because all the time frames were very bearish on the higher time frames, so yeah, I thought because we had moved super low, super bearish during Asia session, we're gonna have a bit of that retracement up, which we have. And oh my, these ads are crazy. But yeah, we were bearish on everything, and then we're getting that retrace up, and USD was a lagging index to get that retrace up. But what I probably could have done was waited for a 15-minute break of structure. But let's see. So yeah, because all the time frames were bearish, I think waiting for a 15-minute break of structure is a lot better, because that kind of joins in together TJR's strategy, which I was trading before. If the 1 hour is bearish, we wait for 15-minute confluences. If the 1 hour is bearish and the 4 hour is bullish, we're gonna be overall bullish. But then we just wait for 15-minute, because it's high time frame equals high power. We wouldn't wait for 5-minute. So yeah, and that would have been a good trade. We get the break of structure early as well right here. So same thing, but a bit later into market open. Stops just below the low. I've realized while back testing that having stops just below the low is a lot better, because if you just have it 1 pip below or 2 pips below, when price comes down, it either doesn't sweep out the low and goes higher, or the high obviously, or it'll just come down and then just fully sweep out the low, and just like this. I entered long, it came down and it fully swept out the low and then moved higher. So with 15-minute break of structure, stops just below the low, TP, we can have same targets. It's a bit less risk reward, but that is pretty good. TP1 and TP2. I could have just had full take profits at this high, or even TP up here, which we wouldn't have got hit. It could get hit still, but if I move stops break even, I'll be out of the position. Anyways, that's basically it. Liquidity sweep break structure. Lost like $6, but yeah, I think that's a good lesson to learn. I think I'm gonna keep this in mind, and I'm gonna like watch the markets more carefully instead of following the strategy like step by step. And yeah, just like watch the 1 hour and the 4 hour and everything. And then yeah, I think that's what I've added to the strategy is now gonna help me, and that's good. But yeah, that's basically it. If you guys enjoyed and learned something, let me know in the comments what you think and what I could have done better. And yeah, peace.